Yo.
Hello.
Yo. I always forget to unmute ourselves when we come back in.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Gotta do
Gotta
that.
unmute. Gotta be able to hear.
Got to do that.
Arr.
I'm gonna switch scenes real fast. Last week I forgot to totally mute the music, so during the intro there was a little bit of music happening. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch back, turn the music off, and come back.
Well, all right.
I'm back. I just wanted to make sure that was off, so I wouldn't forget to turn it off before we go live. I'm gonna go record.
Okay.
It was the faintest, like it was the quietest, like music backtrack, like over top
nice,
or underneath. No, because we had not during the whole thing. I meant during the intro only. Like this scene doesn't have any music, but the other scene, like, and then when I start to like this podcast is, I don't know, like that's a separate voice music track. Anyway,
I see. I can turn you up. I keep forgetting I can turn you up. How's everybody doing?
I think I've resolved my audio issues. The last couple of weeks, we've had some feedback come from my headphones. I think I've resolved these issues now, so we should be good.
Yeah, I never hear it. Everyone else is the ones that say they hear it. I've never heard it.
It's because
I'm glad they're fixed.
It's because Discord, like what you're hearing is Discord, and Discord blocks it all out.
Yeah,
very good at that.
Yes, it is.
Can we get
too much stuff out?
Yeah, I have a goal for us. Can we get to 10 likes? I know this week might be a little slow because last week we took off. So
yes,
if we could get to 10, that'd be awesome, guys. I mean, we got 4 guys in here. We appreciate you. What's up, Joe? Hey, G.
Yeah.
Take 1 week off and everybody forgets about it.
I know, man. And I mean, I don't know. They might just. Some people don't play Splatoon.
They're eating their spaghetti and like halfway in their mouth, and they get a notification like, oh, I forgot about these guys. Hop on in.
Yeah, never mind. I'm eating. Sorry.
I was gonna put music. Musica. Shops. How you been, man? How was your week off of the podcast?
It was okay. I mean,
it was my fault this week, right? I think it was.
Yeah,
it was Abby's birthday. Yeah.
Yes. I was there. I actually was waiting at 8 last Thursday, and you just no showed me.
That's right. Yeah, it was no call, no show.
I sat here for an hour, not realizing that we weren't going to do a podcast. Then I sent Geeb a text, and I was like, "Hey, man, is that thing we do still happen?" And he was like,
"No,
fuck you." I was like, "Oh, all right." So we didn't do it.
That's how we communicate when we're trying to do stuff. It's like, "Hey, we doing this?"
No, fuck you.
I love you, bitch. Let's fucking do it. Or it's no, fuck
eat
you.
Shit. Fuck off. Not doing any of those things. Sleeping for 24 days straight and doing nothing. Man. No, it was fine. I don't even remember what I did last week, dude. It all just runs together at this point. I just feel like it's just all one big thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had so much planned, Mrs. Geeb and I, for her birthday weekend, and like none of it came to fruition.
Oh really?
We were gonna go out to dinner on Thursday, her actual birthday, or I'm sorry, on Friday, the day after her birthday, and she got sick on like Wednesday with sniffles, and she still has it. She doesn't take care of herself, so like now she's got like an ear infection. But like, so we didn't go to the factory. We watched you all night. That's what we did. We ordered food. We watched the movie that we were watching. I think I told you. And then we were lurking in the stream after that.
Oh yeah, because I ended up just streaming Thursday, right?
Yeah, you were trying to do Fortnite. That was Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Was it?
I think it was Thursday. That was Thursday.
No,
I don't know.
It was Friday. Okay. Because yes. It was Friday because I streamed for like 4 hours Friday.
Yeah. I came in at the very end. I'm like, I'm ready to go. And you're like, I'm leaving.
So yeah, it was like 4 hours later. Like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I think JD came in for 1. And at that point, I'm like, I can't even see the screen share. I'm like, why am I playing this game still?
Yeah.
I need to just stop.
You're going to go
Still haven't won though.
Yeah.
Still have not won.
If you just let me help you, if you stop your big boy energy and just let me join you, we'll beat it together, man. We're dripping Geeb, man. We're in it together now. I hope you understand.
Listen, I have to. This is something I have to do on my own.
What's up, Gark? I'm just go back to.
Oh, you know what I didn't do?
What's that?
I totally didn't share this.
Oh yeah. Do that.
I will.
Please.
I forgot.
We got 7 people in here right now. We only have 4 likes. I know some of you have not liked the stream yet. If you wouldn't mind pressing that little like button.
Yes, the liking of the stream does help
a lot, much more than I thought.
It does.
The
it
live
helps
stream.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
YouTube's like, oh, so people are watching this live content. We're going to then show other people in their For You pages or whatever. Maybe you'd like it too. Like it does a ton. Thank you, KJ.
This is all true. This is all very true. It does do a lot. It really does.
And guess what? You can dislike it too. You can't do both, but you can only do one. And if you had to choose one, I think go with like. But just saying, you can also dislike. It's fine. Dislike and report it, don't worry. Gels is in the house. I want to sing because Gels is in the house. What's up, Gels?
Yo!
How you doing? Welcome back, everybody. Did you just share it? Or you haven't pressed it yet?
I just did it just now.
Oh, I was going to say, because in the last 15 seconds, we've gotten like double views. People are a little... I'm telling you, they were eating their spaghetti. They're like eating their spaghetti. And they're like, got the notification like, oh, shit, these guys, I forgot. It's been a whole week. I forgot what you existed. Thank you guys for liking the stream.
I mean, yeah. You know, sometimes it's how it is, man.
Ocho's in the house.
Ocho!
The sister of Gels. I want to sing for the sister of Gels. Appreciate you, the siblings. How you guys? How's the sibling? Mom spaghetti. Hell yeah, sisters. You guys. I like watching you guys chat to each other because it's the same thing with me and Parallax. It's this weird sibling vibe. We've got this weirdness about us. Love it. Slightly awkward.
Everyone.
Oh man, we about to hit that 10 likes. We got 9 likes. Can we get to that 10th like? I know somebody out there didn't like the stream yet. Just one measly like does so much for the stream. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
And then as soon as
does help.
And as soon as we get to 10, you know I'm gonna ask you for 15. You know I'm gonna ask you for 15. It never ends. 4-letter name guys rules. What? We have 4-letter name guys. We got the 10 likes. We did it.
Who's 4-letter name guys? I don't have 4 letters in my name.
I need to add my sounds to this.
I guess, yeah,
this profile.
If you count Drip, but Drip's not my name.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not.
Geeb's become my name. My own fiance has Geeb in her phone.
Geeb, Chug.
Did you know that Mrs. Geeb has Geeb
and Gels
in her phone for me? She has it as Geeb.
Wait.
Mrs. Geeb, my fiance.
The woman you're about to marry.
My fiance calls me Geeb in her phone.
Ocho too. Yeah, we got lots of.
I kind of like it better. I like having my own identity. I grew up in a family of teachers, and my parents taught in the same district as the kids went to. So like I was known by everybody, and it's nice. And I was always like known as the my last name's Lasky, the Lasky kid. Like, yes, you're the Lasky kid. Oh, you're the Lasky kid. You're the Lasky kid. And I'm so thankful that I have my own identity finally after 27 years. It really makes me happy. I mean that. I like having my own identity. Can we get to 15 likes? Question mark.
We can do that. We can totally do that. I feel like we run like a what are those things? Like a telethon.
I do it
to like raise money for like a, I don't know, to save the elephants or something.
The giraffes. Save the giraffes.
The giraffes. Yes, the giraffes.
I was about 20 minutes late to the pod prep because Mrs. G put on a really heart-wrenching giraffe story.
And not only that, he said live on the internet
on my Twitch.
Called me out live on the internet. Hey man, please don't be late because you're gonna be streaming afterwards, and we need to start doing this 15 minutes early. My ass is sitting here at 7 o'clock, just like this. I heard a cricket. I didn't hear a Geeb, but I heard a cricket. There was nobody there.
I have crickets in my basement. I do have
7:15? 7:15?
No, dude, it was,
Think it was?
literally like 7:23.
Okay. Yeah.
It's literally
I was
like,
like,
20
Damn,
minutes.
son. It's all right. We have a good show though. We
Oh,
didn't
we
really
got a
need to prepare
great show.
much.
No, we
I'm
did.
excited. Stadia.
Huh? Thanks
the
to
Google
Hero.
Graveyard.
The Google
Graveyard.
That's its own thumbnail. Too bad we couldn't make that thumbnail.
Yeah, I know. Well, but I had the idea while I was streaming, but then you were streaming, so it's like,
yeah.
That as soon as Hero brought that up, I was like, oh my god, like that's it. We got to talk about just the Google.
Yeah.
Just everything
Google,
they've killed.
I'll run it down for you guys. If you guys aren't familiar with how we do things here, this is the pre-pod. What do we call it? The pre-show. This is the pre-show. We're just kind of hanging out, chilling. We're talking to chat. Got some lo-fi tunes in. In a few minutes here, we're gonna press record, and then the live podcast the podcast begins. So right now we're just kind of chilling, talking to chat. So I'm gonna read you guys a set list of what the episode is entailing tonight. This is my Discord. That's why I'm confused. This Discord. I didn't press enter. Enter. The set list tonight. We're gonna talk about real quick the fact that Drip and I have been taking a little. If you notice, I'm in like some like raggedy clothes at the moment. This is like my Amazon Prime Day shirt from like 2016 when I used to work on Amazon. It's got holes in it. You guys can't even see the holes because it's dark, but I'm wearing some raggedy clothes. Drip and I we're taking a fitness journey.
We are.
Yeah.
We're holding hands and taking it
together.
It's
a Nintendo game fitness journey. We'll talk about that in a second. Stadia canceled. Canceled. Stadia's canceled. Did you guys hear about that? It's big news.
I mean, did we think this was going to end any other way, really?
We'll talk about that. We'll
get into that. Yeah.
And then we're going to go over. That's going to lead into a nice segue of the Google Gravyard. Is just the best way to put it. Google has made so many services, and there's some products on that list as well. Mainly services, they just canceled. Like literally just like, we're done.
Graveyard.
We're done. You're dead. The project is now dead. We're working on it. We hired for it. We put billions of dollars in it. It's dead. We'll talk about that.
Where is the Hero Stadia when you need him? It was his idea.
I know.
He stopped into my stream earlier and was talking about this, and I was like, oh my god, that's a great idea to talk about. I didn't know that happened. I was like, because he's like, Stadia's done. I was like, no, it's not. Yeah. Like for real? Like they said it?
And it's soon like, too.
Yeah.
It's real soon.
I got the information here. We'll go over.
Yeah,
there's
then
a lot to talk about.
Yep. Obviously, the thumbnail you guys saw, the Splatfest. We're gonna talk about that. It was a disaster. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm gonna press record right now. Doing that. Yeah, the Splatfest was it was a disaster. We'll talk about that. It's called clickbait, and if you hate that, sorry. Are you offended? Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Okay.
I don't
get
quite
this
care.
Up on one more place, and then we'll be good.
But there was some drama. There was some. If you guys didn't hear, there was a lot of drama around the Splatfest, like during the Splatfest.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely stuff I didn't play. We'll talk about why.
Yeah.
Dude,
Coca Baby
looks great though. Wait till I tell you about it.
What? Oh, the garage. Yeah.
Dude.
Coca Baby, what you cooking, man? Hey, Coca Baby. Thank you for the roll. I've only had 3. I've had 3 since I opened them. I closed them. They have a zipper. I'm gonna keep them fresh. I've been enjoying smelling them, and I'm not eating them because of my fitness journey. Trying to make me fat, Coca Baby. But you can't do it. I'm already fat, Coca Baby.
Righty. I am done posting it places.
Perfect.
We're good.
We're on the gun show right now. I do have some guns right now. I'm not gonna lie. They're coming back.
Dude, I'm telling you. You wait. Give me like 6 months, man. I'm gonna be fucking shredded, bro.
Google Plus. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, Ocho.
Oh yeah, there's the list. The list is insane.
Mega
honestly,
Boy, you the best, Mega Boy.
Shredder's Revenge. That's what they're gonna call me. It's gonna be crazy. All right, let's start our podcast.
Shut
ready,
up, Joe? Yeah, sure. We're gonna do it. I swear.
It's a disaster because you lost.
I'm not talking about. So salty about.
Technically, I didn't lose because I didn't play.
You joined the team,
but I didn't.
Did you not? Oh, but yeah,
I was there. I joined the team. I was on the team.
Plenty of people get Super Bowl rings and they don't play. Just saying. So if you lose,
that's true.
Get the anti-Super Bowl. All right, guys, the music is stopped. That means we're gonna go ahead and switch to this scene, and then we're gonna begin the podcast. So, Drip, shut your mouth. This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the Triple G Podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is Host Your Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere you can find a podcast. You can also watch our video podcast live over on youtube.com/DripGeeb. I haven't lost a step, baby. How you doing, Drip?
I'm doing great. Doing fantastic. Having a good week. I'm sore. My garage is clean.
Oh, yeah. You're a loser?
I am. I guess I'm a loser. Technically, I'm not, but I guess, yeah. Lost the Splatfest.
Yeah,
play the
sure
Splatfest,
did.
But I guess I'm on the losing team. I did wonder something. I wondered something. You said this right before we started the podcast here.
Yep.
You said you get the anti-Super Bowl ring. What ring is what is that?
The anti-Super Bowl ring. The anti-Super Bowl ring, it looks like what the Eagles get every single year except for 2018.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just thinking weird, bad things that are like a ring that you.
It's a ring, but instead of like coming out of your finger, you put it on. It comes like looks pretty out of it implodes your finger, and it's very painful.
Spiky.
No, implode. Like it implodes your finger and deteriorates the skin and bone and muscle.
Okay,
yeah, it's you don't want the anti-Super Bowl ring. The losers
I guess
get
not. Okay, well, I guess that's what we got.
Guys, this is a Nintendo podcast, I promise. How are you doing, everybody? I'm asking everybody so that they can hear me. I'm a little rusty, I suppose, because we took a week off, Drip. And we did. We did. We're not going to acknowledge that. But thank you guys for listening to the episode. I did notice you guys, when we take weeks off, it hurts the YouTube, but it helps the audio. Because people go back and listen to old stuff they don't usually listen to, and numbers go up. So I appreciate you guys there for the audio people, YouTube people.
That's awesome.
What's up, man? Come back. Why aren't you watching our stuff?
Hey, I was here.
You were
like
here.
I said. I was
here.
Here
tell the people
last
what happened.
Last Thursday at 8 o'clock, I was here, and you didn't show up. I waited around for, I don't know, how long? An hour or so. Just didn't show up. It hurt. I'm just going to tell you right now, it hurt. No.
That's not
obviously there were birthdays, there were things going on. I will say this time, usually it's my fault. This time it was not my fault. I didn't cancel this. So.
I canceled us last week. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I said, well, we could do it like the next day. Nope. Got plans. I said, all right, man. Week off, whatever.
And we did none of those plans. We totally could have happened, but we did none of the plans we planned. It was unfortunate. A little sickness happened. It's all good. Drip. I'm in my disgusting drip at the moment. Actually, they call it swag. At Amazon, they call this stuff swag. They gave us swag. And
I can see that.
Yeah, this is like, it's got holes in it. I wear this shirt to like dye in, because I hate Amazon. No, I wear this shirt to like, paint the house or mow the lawn or get sweaty while exercising. And we both have been taking a little bit of a journey these past couple weeks. And if you're listening and can't see, that would be the ring fit. I have the ring con around my head. It fits very nicely. If you guys ever wonder how big my head is, here's a ring con for scale.
Is that what it's called? A ring con?
It's called a ring con, I think. Yeah.
God. Nintendo.
But Drip and I've been playing I've been streaming. I've been streaming the Ring Fit. If you want to come watch the Ring Fit streams,
absolutely not.
Links down below. Come check me out on Twitch. But Drip's been playing it while I play. But also, not only that, a bunch of members of the community have been also playing the game while I stream. And I've probably sold at least 3 to 5 of these
a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them.
Because people who've already had them have played as well. But I've also sold some.
And it's really cool that this is not something that I bought it. What was it? The weekend I bought it. I posted it in the Discord, and then you were like, "I'm getting mine out," and then a couple other people were like, "All right, I'm getting mine out," and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this." But it's become you're streaming it now, like what 3-4 times a week?
Three days a week, yeah.
Okay, I mean,
and I'm gonna be playing it off stream the days I'm not, just so I can keep up with it.
And this has become a thing. Like we have a room for it in the Discord.
Both of our Discords.
I am sore, dude. Like sore. Like Ring Fit Adventure is not a joke, especially if you're somebody who doesn't work out. Like it's no joke, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a joke. I wouldn't say I work out. I've been incredibly lazy since the pandemic started. However, I do kind of like mow the grass and like, and it's not just a simple mow the grass. It's like there's hills around in their property, and
Yeah, you've told me
the
you've told me the
lawnmower.
terrain.
The lawnmower I use is the kind that does not go for you, so it makes me sweat, and it also takes me combined probably 2.5 hours to get it
Oh
all
my
done.
God.
So
Dude, I have to stop you.
what's up?
Big Man from Splatoon 3 is in the chat. Just wanted to throw that out there.
What? Big Man? Who's Big Man? I mean, who?
I don't know.
I mean, you're big. You're the real Big Man. Hi, real
Yeah.
Big Man. Guys, we have.
Dude,
Guys.
that's just like on my stream when Hugh Jackman stops by.
Oh, this is bigger than Hugh Jackman. This is
Tebow.
bigger than Tim Tebow. This is bigger than any. We have
it's
the Big Man.
The Big Man.
The Big Man. Can you believe it, guys? Thank you, Big Man, for coming to the stream. I know we got some clickbaity Splatoon stuff. That's probably why you came through. Thank you, Big Man. We record this podcast live. That also means we record it, so check out the audio version. But yeah, what were we talking about before you stopped me? It's Ring Fit something.
We're talking about Ring Fit.
Yeah, so we've been playing it.
Joke.
It's not a joke, man. I feel I was telling you guys two things. First thing, if you're a fatter guy and you work in your core, they tell you try not to do that as much because you're gonna look fatter because your core gets stronger and pushes out your fat, and that's exactly what's happening to me. I look even fatter than when I started, but like everywhere else around me, like my sides are slimming a little bit. My legs I got like baby fat off my legs now too. Like I can see it looks a little more defined, or my legs. I feel stronger in general. So yeah, it's working. If you think that Ring Fit is a joke, it's not. It's
definitely not.
Truly is not a joke. It's not. It's not a high level exercise. But it is definitely a serious, it's not just a joke, is all I'm trying to say.
So when I first got it, I was like, okay, yeah, I saw some videos on it. Like, yeah, it's a pretty decent workout. Yeah, it's a pretty damn decent workout, man. I started at a high level, like level 21, which probably shouldn't have done that,
21.
but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I started at like 8, and I've been bumping up slowly, and now I'm at 18.
Yeah, so you're about where I'm at right now. I mean, and like, dude, I tell you what hurts. Like my butt cheeks are sore, dude. Like I'm gonna have a really nice booty here in like 6 months. It's gonna be real, dude. It's gonna be real. Watch out.
Mrs. G calls my ass. She calls it the square ass. I don't know. I must be SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm sorry, the rectangle ass. I have a rectangle ass, so maybe by the time I'm done with this, she's like calling me like booty boy or something.
I don't know.
Booty boy.
My abs and my legs,
yes.
The squats and all this stuff. It's like, dude,
my arm,
it's nuts.
My arm. How about you? I've been doing a lot of the bow pulls, and you can see on stream when I do the bow pulls, it's really making me. I'm like, ooh, look at that definition in there, boy.
So I actually just got. When I finished the level I'm on, I got the bow pull today.
Okay.
So I haven't done that one.
That's a real. It's for me. It's the shoulders. My shoulders are real hard right now. I'm fresh off a workout a couple hours ago, but real hard up here. The biceps, the triceps, it's all legit. That down there, the back. I forget the names of all these muscles. But the back.
I don't know.
Well, triceps, biceps.
I'm just doing
shoulders,
what it's telling me to do.
lats.
And it looks like the biggest thing is like they keep saying like make sure your posture is good, like your form has to be right.
Yeah,
and none of this like matters. And they know. Like when I get tired and I start like slouching over, they're like, straighten your back. I'm like, how the fuck do you know that?
Oh, it doesn't tell me about my posture, but I was actually telling stream today.
Told me several times today. I was like, how do you know that?
I was telling
You're right, but how do you know that?
That's hilarious because I was telling the stream like, hey, your posture is really important. I was mansplaining exercise to them. I was telling them about the posture. I'm a big advocate of good posture because if you live your life with good posture, it's a good thing.
I have terrible posture.
So when I worked at Amazon, I was on a forklift for 10 hours a day, just standing. They're standing forklifts.
Yeah.
While doing that job for over 40 hours a week, I was practicing good posture while driving this thing. And by the time I noticed it, I'm like, wow, like my day-to-day posture has completely changed because I was paying attention for all those hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have mine. I slouch a lot, but I don't know. I was a little skeptical about the whole Ring Fit thing, but I'm all in on it now. It's definitely going to work. I've changed my diet a lot too.
Me too.
My older brother is what you would call a workout guy. He's a workout guy.
that what you
Likes to
call
go to
them?
the gym. Yes, that's what you call them. They're workout guys. Uh, he goes to the gym. He knows all his stuff. You know, he talks about, he learns all the stuff about different body types and this and that. He said, listen, man, you'll be fine. If you're doing like a little bit of exercise, like cut out the fast food,
Hmm?
cut out the crap. And I was like, hey, man, I think I might even switch from Bush Light to like White Claws. He's like, you don't have to do that. You honestly don't have to do that. You just need to stop eating fast food. He said, the biggest thing is just eat at home and do this Ring Fit thing. He's like, you're gonna be great, dude. You're
Yep.
gonna be fine. So
Especially someone with your kind of like body type. You're already really thin. You just
yeah,
kind of need
well,
to.
he says it's my metabolism that will let me be able to do that. So
Yeah.
he knows more than I do. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I've been texting him stuff like, hey man, can I eat ranch with these vegetables? He's like, yes,
Yeah,
you
dude, ask
can.
me too. I like the answer. Yeah, and here's what you know. What they tell you why you can eat ranch.
No, why?
The reason why you eat ranch is because, well, I'm sure there's many different reasons, especially if you don't. First of all, you can't be drinking ranch. But the reason you can eat ranch while eating vegetables is to get you to eat your fucking vegetables.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I've been buying veggie trays, giant veggie trays, and crushing them, man.
Yeah, it's
Just
better.
crushing 'em.
Yeah, it's better to have
Broccoli,
a
carrots.
bit of,
What's snow peas,
Uh huh.
celery. I don't eat the tomatoes, man. It's like the only food on the planet I won't eat. But
I'm not a big tomato guy.
nah, me neither. Me neither.
Yeah. But yeah, eat your veggies. Do what you gotta do. Just don't be drinking ranch. So yeah, fitness journey's been great. Go make sure to follow us over on my Twitch at least, because I'm doing it. And
I'm not streaming.
I'm trying
I
to
won't
peer
be streaming
pressure.
it.
We're trying to peer pressure Drip to do it.
I will be hanging out with you while you're doing it, and I will be doing it as well. But I will
That's
not
fine.
be on camera.
I'll take that. You know what else will not be on camera after January of 2023?
Who?
Stadia, babe.
Stadia.
Oh, I just made myself burp. I pushed myself in the throat.
Another one bites the
one.
dust.
Bum.
Yes.
Another one bites the dust. Yes, it's
Add it
Stadia.
to
Is
the Google
dead.
Graveyard.
The Google Gravyard. Guys, can you believe it? I actually can believe it. I think there's a lot of people who can't believe it as well.
I can totally believe it.
But
I mean, honestly, let's before we get into the Google Graveyard, let's look at this because I do want to talk about all the other stuff that they said. They actually gave a lot of information.
Yep.
Who didn't see this coming? Like, come on, seriously. Like the launch was awful. And then the people who were still on board were like, no, it's just because this stuff's not ready. Once this stuff is ready and they put all this out there, there's going to be, first party games. There's going to be all this stuff. Yep. No first party games.
Mm-mm.
The first party studios bailed halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was just Stadia. No first party games that you were promised. Everything else, what did they God, they were promising crazy stuff that just wasn't like
4K, 60 FPS
did
streaming.
we ever even see that at any point?
Maybe. I do that. I can't speak on. I do know I played 1080p 60 gaming. That worked. On my old bad Wi-Fi, it worked. So, and that's some of the positive. I mean, Stadia overall. Let's be honest here. Overall, Stadia was a very positive experience for the end user.
That's what I heard. As far as I know, the actual streaming of the games was actually pretty good. I never actually used Stadia.
As we get through the Google Graveyard, which we will, I'm especially the ones you don't know, Drip, I'll let you know. Like, a lot of these didn't fail because they were bad. A lot of these failed because nobody adopted it as a service or a device. Like,
but there's a
Google
reason.
makes good
There's a reason
things.
why. There's a reason why.
Yes, there is. You're right.
Stadia's good. We're talking about it right here. You've used it. It's good, right?
I have the hardware's good too.
It's marketed like shit. It was marketed like shit from the beginning.
Yep.
From the very beginning, they messed this up.
Yep.
They honestly launched it too fast. They didn't have anything ready. When it launched, it was what? It was like, well, you can do it on this device and this one, but you can't do it here. All that stuff's coming later, but you can only do it right here, right now.
Yeah.
Like the Google Pixel will work, and whatever.
Going off what you said there, it was not available on Google's brand new streaming stick, or it wasn't a stick. It was the
Chromecast.
the puck. Well, okay, it was available on the Chrome, not the original Chromecast, because it didn't. I'm not sure why they're not the original Chromecast, but it was available on the Chromecast Ultra. However, when they released,
the one that came with it,
right? But here's the weird thing about that. Here's the really weird thing. I think Stadia came out before the new what's it called? I'm sorry, the Chromecast 4K HD remote. The Chromecast that came with a remote. That I have that Chromecast.
A bigger, better one is what you're saying?
Yeah,
a newer version.
And yeah, a newer version came out. I'm sorry, I forget the name of it. It's a puck. Like a Chrome. I guess it's like a Chromecast, but like the other Chromecast. But the difference with this Chromecast is it came with a remote with Chromecast with Google TV. That's what it's called.
Damn.
The Chromecast with Google with Google
you did it.
Whatever, Android, whatever. Fuck. So words are hard for me. Anyway, the point is that was their newest, latest, and greatest. It had 4K support, had a remote. It was great. I have it here. I use it all the time. The issue is that Stadia was not available on that device for like a year. It was only available. It was only available on the Chromecast or the Chromecast Ultra, the one it shipped with. That one did not have a remote. It was the same thing as the Chromecast with Google TV, except for the Google TV part, which is that's the remote interface. You want that interface.
And here's my question: when these are your products, this is what you are putting out to make money.
Mm-hmm.
How is that not a priority? That's like, yes, it works. That's why it's out right now, because it works with this. Like, it all works.
Couldn't tell you. I do know that the Chromecast. Here's one thing that could be the Chromecast Ultra came with a power brick that supported Ethernet in. So through the power brick, you could plug in your Ethernet.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, that's huge.
That was your older product. The newer product did not ship with a brick that could plug in with the Ethernet. What? And you could buy one for like $30 or $15 or whatever.
Google.
But you could not come with it. It's like, but why?
Yeah, seriously.
But why?
Yes, why? I mean, okay. Did you use any of the other service? Have you used any other services as far as like game streaming?
Oh, game streaming. I've watched my brother play game streaming on incredibly fast internet, plugged in. I watched it. I didn't play it. The bitrate was terrible. I'm sorry, I should say it's Xbox Cloud stuff. On his Xbox, on xCloud, on his Series S, he streamed it.
And the bitrate was wired in?
It was wired in. The internet was like 700 megabytes a second. It was fast, super fast internet. The bitrate was terrible. He's saying this is fine because it's all the streaming he's ever done. He's like, it's fine, it's fine. I mean, no, dude, like that's not great. That does not, with your internet plugged in, you should not have those bitrate issues.
Yeah.
But I have tried Stadia, and I did not have those issues. It looked great.
I just realized I have, what is it called? Amazon
Gaming?
Luma.
Oh, Luna. Yeah, Luna.
I just saw it. I was flipping through stuff the other day, and I saw it there. I was like, the hell's that? And I clicked. I was like, oh, it's got free games and stuff too. Like there was a few on there. I was like, oh, I want to play this. Oh, you know what one of them is? That Hot Wheels game. It's on there for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you have that game for free on Luna. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I just didn't have a controller handy to try to hook up to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they'd all just hook up to the Fire Stick, right? I haven't done it. I'd like to try it because I do want to play that Hot Wheels game. Well, I'm actually interested to see how Luna works. Amazon's.
Yes. It depends how, because Google didn't do it that way. Google didn't do it where you hook up the controller to the streaming stick. Because when you do that, when you do a Bluetooth controller to the streaming stick that streams from the internet, the issue you run into is lag. Input
okay, where
lag.
Do you hook it up
Input
to?
lag specifically. I guess you don't know. I'm about to blow your mind for a second. I wish I had the controller handy. The Google Stadia controller does not support Bluetooth. It does support wired into the computer. It does do that, but it does not support Bluetooth. You know what it does?
No.
Any guesses? What it does is connect to the internet. So your Stadia controller actually connects to the internet.
Oh,
wow. But it sounds dumb, but I promise it's not, because it's actually perfect. Because that way, the game and the controller are both internet. So when you press the button, it happens it's synced. So there is input lag, but visually there's no input lag. So it's hard to explain, but it works perfectly.
The lag is on both, I guess.
Kind of.
So neither is lagging?
Exactly.
I don't know. That's confusing. That's above my pay grade.
It doesn't matter. Well, the point is, it worked great. But when you try Bluetooth, you have Bluetooth delay, and then you have input delay, and you also have input delay from the internet. So yeah, that doesn't work so great when you try it that way.
Yeah, very interesting.
It's very interesting. You want to talk about this Google Gravyard?
yeah. Google Stadia. joins. I mean, this is like Arlington Cemetery, dude. This is crazy.
I'm gonna pull up the article here. Let's go from the top so I can read with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we found a list of companies, products, just services, things that have been killed by Google, and it is much, much bigger than I thought. It is massive. It's huge. We can't go over all of them, but
274. It says it at the top.
274. Okay. Oh yeah, 274.
It's too many.
So we're not going to go over all of them. Obviously, we know Google Stadia is the latest one.
Yep.
So in 4 months, and we didn't even talk about that. We should actually talk about that. If you do have Google Stadia, you're getting your money back for your games.
Which is wild.
I can't believe that. There are, I guess there are some limitations to what you can actually get back.
Bro. They got money.
They got money. Yeah. I mean, and they've done this so many times. It's like they kind of have to at this.
They have to. They have to because like, you're buying. They're just literally taking away the thing that the people always say you never can take away from you. Like, well, we're gonna take it away, so I guess we're gonna have to give you your money back. You don't have to do that. Google is a lot of things. Google also has a good heart in some ways, and this is. I mean, they don't have to do this. They could afford the lawsuits and probably win some.
They're also giving back. They're giving you money back for your hardware too.
That's wild.
The Founder, what was it?
Founders came
edition?
With a Chromecast Ultra, not a Google TV.
You will be reimbursed for that.
That's $120.
That's wild. That's wild, dude. That's crazy.
And it still works wired.
Yeah, and they didn't deliver on anything, so it's right of them to do. I think. Yeah. I think it's very right of them to do. They didn't deliver on anything they said, so we're done here. Here's your money back. We tried.
YouTube originals.
Yeah, man. I never watched any of them. They were killed.
Remember that, guys? I watched a couple shows. They were okay. One was really good.
They're still there, actually.
Some of the shows got canceled, so they're literally not there.
It will officially be gone in December of 2022. So that's one.
Like a couple months.
Yeah. Google Hangouts.
Oh my God. Do you know how many Google messaging apps that is video and text based apps they've made in ever?
Oh yeah, they just changed the name of what is it? Google. It's the one. Yeah, it's the one I talked.
Google Duo.
It was Google Duo. What's
Google
it now?
Meet.
Is it Meet?
Yeah.
Are you sure? It is.
You told me that.
Yes, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google Meet. That's what it is now. And I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize it changed. It's still the same app on my phone.
Yep.
It looks exactly the same. Like what? Yep. I don't know what they
get. Like Joe's just said in the chat, they get merged. A lot of these services not necessarily were canceled, but were merged. So like they'll combine with other apps that Google has.
Okay, here's one. YouTube Go. Don't even know what that is.
I think that it goes with Android Go, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is like Resource Lite YouTube. Just like Android Go was Resource Lite. Resource meaning like power, so it could run on cheaper hardware, so they could deliver to other countries. If I'm not mistaken, it might be something that product does exist if it's not Google or YouTube Go or Android Go. But yeah, that's probably. I think
any
that's
other
what that
ones
is.
You see here on this list. You wanna
Google Chrome apps. I guess there was one point you could have apps on Google Chrome. Interesting. We should have wrote some of these we should have did this beforehand. That was dumb. There was a couple you said. I know. Nexus. You probably did. I was late. Sorry. The Nexus phones. I don't see it on the list, but I do remember from my head.
I saw it. It's
Nexus
down there,
phones. I mean, they like I said, they're not gone. Nexus phones have merged into what's now called the Google Pixel line of phone. But they're definitely not Nexuses anymore. The idea of Nexus was to bring you Android in its pure form. But now, like for developers, nowadays Pixels are for consumers, but Nexuses were for developers to develop Android.
We got Fitbit Coach, which looks like it's basically their version of some type of Ring Fit style workout thing, which used to be FitStar. Both gone. FitStar Yoga also gone.
Google Cardboard. Did anybody ever have Google Cardboard?
Oh my God, I remember that. I do remember that one. Google Cardboard.
Just died last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2014 and 2021.
I had a good run. Google Play Movies and TV.
That's recent. That's this year, right?
That was 2021.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
2021.
Well, okay, that one merged. to just
What
like,
did it go to?
I don't know. I think it just kind of into the Google ecosystem. It's like you could, because people bought stuff on that service and they didn't refund you. I think you could just watch your Google TV and Google movie purchases elsewhere.
Okay, looks like it was merged to Google TV. Gels is saying in the chat.
Gels knows what's
so
up.
yeah, these things, yeah, they merge them, but they're still gone. They're still gone. What else do we got? Yeah, the cardboard one. That's one I remember. There used to be messaging on YouTube. Like right before I started my channel, I remember like there was a place where you could like message, like DM people. That did not last long. I think that was like 2 years, maybe. Not even that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's on this list. I don't know exactly where.
I want to talk about this one for a second because you mentioned it earlier. Google Wallet, or one of those names, was canceled / merged. But there's something really I want to talk about Google Wallet for a second. So your wallet is your money, and people are hesitant to go to mobile wallets because it's your money and you're scared. And the whole point of these apps is to go seamlessly use your phone as your wallet and also make you feel at ease, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the issue. Google had Google Pay, and they had Google Wallet, and then they had a second Google Wallet, all at the same time. Literally, they released, instead of updating the old Google Wallet, they made a new app, and there was for months. My mom and I exchanged money frequently. We exchanged money frequently using Google Wallet. And there was a second app coming. My mom's technologically challenged in some ways. She's pretty good, but there are a lot of ways she's not. And to try to explain to her what's going on, like, Mom, so there was a second Google Wallet app. What do you mean the second Google? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why they're doing this. So like our money went into limbo because there was issues because she used the old app, but the old app's no longer supported. So the money was just like went into limbo. And to this day, I don't know what happened.
And went to another dimension.
But like, tell me how dumb.
Like, sweet.
Tell me how you're not trying to kill yourself as a company when you have Google Wallet, and Google Pay on your all
A lot
the
of this
same
stuff
time.
Doesn't make sense. But that, like, okay, remember this one? Remember Google Plus?
Yes, I do. I had just gotten on the Google Plus train, and then it died.
Finally died in 2019. I had Google Plus when it was new because I'm old.
2011.
Yeah, 2011. I had it then.
I was in diapers.
Never used it. It was terrible. Nobody, I mean, it was just like, what are we doing here? We got MySpace. The hell is this?
Yeah.
I don't need this crap.
MySpace was not around 2011.
I don't know. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. No, maybe not. Maybe it was on its way out. I mean, MySpace is still a thing, man. It's still there.
Oh, stop it.
It's still out there. I could probably sign into my account right now. I bet I remember the password and everything.
There are two more I want to highlight, and then if there's anything you want to highlight, feel free. The last two I want to highlight is first, we talked about a second ago, Google Duo, and this one's Google Allo. Google launched two apps simultaneously. They launched Google Duo. They love their simultaneous apps. And by the way, Hangouts already existed. Chatting in Google Gmail already existed. Like, there were many chatting apps Google had, but they released Google Duo, and they released something called Google Allo. Two apps together. Google Duo was for video. Allo was for the text portion of it all. And as you can imagine, how dumb an idea that was to have two apps that do the same thing in different ways. Allo also got killed. Last thing was hardware. Well, two things. The Pixel Book you mentioned earlier, the Chromecast Pixel Book. It was trying to compete with MacBooks.
Yeah.
And it was really, really nice. And like I said before, it was not a bad product.
Was it Pixel? It wasn't Pixel. It was the other name.
I'm not sure.
It was the other name, the older name.
Whatever the name was, it wasn't Nexus. It was they called it the Pixel Book.
Okay, I thought it was Nexus. Okay,
no, it was definitely a Pixel Book because it was for like consumers to buy a Chromecast that was fancy. I'm sorry, a Chromebook that was fancy, and it was, but it was expensive and it was a Chromebook. So it's like, why would I pay $2,000 when I get a MacBook?
Yeah, that's gonna do everything probably much easier.
And one that made me the most sad: Chromecast audio. You probably have no idea what that is, Drip.
No clue.
So you have these things. It's called Bluetooth, right? You know what that is. You can send signals over Bluetooth to your stereo or to your car. Well, Google released this. I think it's genius product. It's a Chromecast, but instead of video, it's for audio. So you get a higher res audio sound because it's going through Wi-Fi, not Bluetooth. And it's the convenience of Chromecast, so it works with your Chromecast devices, your phones, your tablets. No need for Bluetooth.
That's interesting.
It
Yeah.
worked. It worked. I use it to this day. I have mine. It's in my stereo. Works absolutely beautifully. The issue is they canceled it, and I want more of them, and I can't buy them because.
So it still actually works.
Yeah.
You just can't get any more of
right.
them.
It's not a service. It's a
You
product.
Go on eBay, man. Go on
Yeah,
eBay.
for a markup. They're $35 now. You mark them up for $70. Like, I'm not paying $70 for that.
It's not worth it.
No.
Not worth it. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people were saying from the beginning of all this, this is just gonna be another one on the pile of things that Google's thrown in the trash.
Yep. Stadia, rest in
And
peace.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know. At least they're giving people their money back. That's all you can ask for, I guess.
You know who's not getting their money back? Anybody who buys any Nintendo game. Forget about it. No money.
That's true.
You can't
That's
get
true.
it. Nintendo's like, nah, man. And if you got really upset because you bought Splatoon 3 for the tricolor battles, and you played the Splatfest last Saturday, and you didn't get any tricolor battles, let me tell you, friend, you're in the same boat as a lot of people. I played Splatoon during the Splatfest for 7 hours. And do you know how many
I
tricolor battles I played?
Probably not a lot.
One.
You know what? That seems to be the number I keep seeing everywhere is 1. Everybody got 1. I think maybe that was it. Like everywhere I see it's like I got 1. I got 1. I didn't play because I was going to stream it like off and on throughout the day as I was cleaning my garage.
Uh-huh.
But it turns out my garage was a lot worse than I thought it was. A whole lot worse. And that reminds me, all that trash has to go to the curb tonight.
Oh, Jesus, Drip, what are you doing?
I have to do that before I start streaming after this. I absolutely have to. I'll forget if I don't. Anyway, so I didn't get to play. But obviously, you said there were problems. I've looked around online today because I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even know until today that there were problems. But yeah, there were a lot of problems. One of them is the tricolor battles, which, if you don't know what that is, at halftime of the Splatfest, at least this is how it worked last time, there's 3 teams. The winner is the one that's going to be defending the other 2 teams. So the winners get what? 4 players, but then it's 2 from each other team. And then the 2 from each other team are going into the middle trying to get the beacon or whatever to start, it's basically 4 on 2 on 2, but you've got a way better chance if you're one of the 2 others, because you're kind of getting banged up. You're getting ganged up on. It's not an easy thing. So they split those, at least in the first one. Because how many did we get in the first one? A lot. We
Almost
played the tricolor ones
an absolute ton. Yeah,
a ton. I mean, honestly, I was getting sick of them. I was like, just give me like turf war. Please.
Yes, I feel the same way.
Like, I'm good with these. Like I'm okay with them, but give me a break.
Because let's be honest, they were kind of difficult when you were the 2 teams.
We were on the winning team at halftime.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was tough, and we didn't win a lot of them.
In general, it was tough because you had 2 different teams in 2 ways coming at you, and you were a team of 4 stuck pinned in the middle. So I think if you're on the teams of 2, which I've experienced playing in this Splatfest, or if you're on a team of 4, which I was in the pre-Splatfest, both are difficult.
Either way, it's tough. But so I guess after that one, Nintendo said that they were going to back off of the tricolor battles, which it probably needed backed off a little bit.
Yeah.
But 1? You got 1, and how many hours you play? 7?
Now I want to clarify. I said that for like the lulz, really. I did, because there's a separate lobby for that one, and I probably was in an out lobby. I was in the separate lobby for probably an hour. So in an hour, I played 1. But for the most, I was in the other lobby, the regular, like what's the freaking name? Tricolor battles. I was in that lobby. Or sorry, not tricolor. The regular battle lobby.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, the words are escaping me. I was in that lobby for the rest of like 6 hours.
Turf war.
Turf war. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, but you only got 1. It seems like it's really hard to come by. Really hard to get into one of those, which is weird because if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that one of the biggest things they were talking about in that Splatoon Direct? Like that was one of the biggest things they were like, try, because the Splatfest is a big deal. Like that's the Splatoon thing. It's the Splatfest.
Mhm.
Like you play throughout the, whatever, the month or whatever, but those are the things. Those are the things that everybody gets pumped for. And the big thing that they were adding was the tricolor battles, and they made this huge deal over it. And it sounds like now that they might just go away. Like it's not going to be a thing.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
you're
I
not
just don't understand that.
you're remembering correctly, because if you can remember, when we first heard about Splatoon 3, the artwork changed when they released more information about the game and like the later direct, because it was like the two people on each other, the two splat inklings on each other with two colors. But then when they announced it for like the next announcement trailer, the next direct, where they gave a bunch of information, the artwork changed from 2 to 3 to the artwork you see on the box art today.
Yeah,
and it was like it was like big reveal. Like, look at that, it's 3 colors. Like look at our, it's on our title, it's on the box art.
and that's the thing too. It's like, you've got the 3. They really leaned into this whole 3 thing. Really leaned into it, and now they're just like kind of tiptoeing out backwards. Like
big time.
Like
big time.
This is weird. I'm very curious to see how it changes going forward, though. I think if they would find some medium between what you got and what we had the first time, that'd be great. Like I don't know why you can't just. I mean, why can't we find a middle ground here?
Yeah,
Is
like,
there something wrong? Is there something wrong with the whole system where it's like they just overlooked this big thing and now they're like, oh shit, like this is wrong. We can't do this. This isn't working right. Something behind the scenes we don't know. Like
Drip,
I don't even know what that would be.
I'm gonna make history today, Drip. Not only is Nintendo gonna hear this podcast, but they're going to implement something Uncle Geeb has thought of.
Is this an Uncle Geeb production?
Oh, this is no, it's not production. It's an Uncle Geeb idea. Ding.
Okay, even better. Is that going to go in the Google Graveyard at some
Probably.
point?
Nintendo, I know you're listening. We're big wigs here. I have this great idea, because you're worried about the fact that it's kind of uneven when you add those 3 teams into one game. It can get pretty uneven for a couple of teams. Here's the fix. Why does it have to only be the team of 4? Is is that supposed to be the winning team? Trip?
That would be the winning team at the
winning
half,
team
yes.
gets the disadvantage of being 4 against 2v2 of the other 2 teams. How about we just kind of alternate over time? The majority of the matches for the Splatfest winners have the 4 teams, right? But then the rest, how about all 3 teams get to experience the tricolors in in teams of 4, not just keep it toward, because if it's uneven, right? That means it's uneven. So what if you even the playing field out by having the other teams also participate in the 4 teams?
Well, let me refine your idea a little bit. How about you keep it the way it is, but instead of just doing it at halftime, you do it every 5 hours. Like whoever's on the top after 5 hours, they're the 4 team. Then they check back again. Okay, now you're the 4 team because you guys are ahead. Listen, then everybody gets more time. You could do it, but then it's still based off of the same exact thing that they have.
Like, I guess both of our points here is to, instead of balancing it by removing, we'll balance it by actually balancing it.
Yeah, like actually balancing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
be better.
Because who was winning? I do have this question. Who was winning at the halftime? Who was the team that was did they end up winning?
No, Fun lost. Fun got 2nd place.
And if you remember, we were winning at halftime.
And we lost.
And then that came in and we lost too. Yeah, beat down, because those are hard. It's really hard to do. So maybe that's the problem that they found. Like, oh, this is not actually fair, and we need to fix something. But that would be a good way to fix it.
Wait, now, do you think Nintendo looked at one of their games and realized, actually, this might not be fair?
Come on, they do that all the time.
Do they?
They do.
Do they?
I have some other things. I wanted to know if you knew this was an issue.
Mario Party.
I wanted to know if, yeah, Mario Party. Hey, they gave it online eventually.
No, the unfairness part I'm talking about. If you're in last place, you get all the freaking stars.
Yeah, well, It's Mario Party. Come on, it's
All
Mario
right, go
Party.
ahead.
But I do have a question. I wondered this too, because again, I didn't play. So I did hear something else. I don't know if you experienced this, but I heard that at some points there were even matches in the turf wars where teams would be playing against members of the same team.
What?
I I found this online before I came into the actually no, it was whenever you were late. Like whenever you told me to
Uh,
be on time and
yeah,
then you
yeah,
were
yeah.
late. It was then. Um
Shoot my son.
I checked out some videos and looked at some stuff online, and it seems like a lot of people were fighting their own team in some of the turf war matches.
That's a way to balance it. That's one way to
But
do it.
how does that like what is the point of that? Like you're telling me there's
That's actually
nobody
you're actually
there's
making it more unbalanced
nobody
at that
out
point.
there.
That's
Like
actually
there's
making it
nobody out there you could put the team up against. You had to put them against themselves. That's clearly some type of error in the matchmaking system.
and they did
Obviously.
say Nintendo did say we're trying to make this more balanced. So clearly
What is that
they,
balance?
no, I think that's what the thing they're trying to balance. I think they fucked up.
Yeah, something's I don't know. Lots of problems. I have a few other things here. That one I thought was really strange. Like
That's incredibly strange.
And you didn't experience that? You didn't
No,
have that
well,
happen?
I only played one tricolor battle, and how would I?
No. I'm not talking about the tricolor battles. I'm talking about just turf war. It would be
Oh, in turf
team,
war.
team fun
Okay.
versus team fun.
So okay,
The match literally cancels itself out. It doesn't do anything.
okay, so I misunderstood you the first part. So now that I understand you, in turf war. So here's the thing: people kept saying we were yellow, right? And fun was orange, and gear was purple. I think that's what let's just say for
that was just the colors. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It was fun was green, grub was orange, gear was purple. Yeah, that's just what the colors were for the marketing.
But when we get in the match, for the most part we were yellow. Just about every time we were yellow. But sometimes we weren't. And I'm thinking maybe that's what people were because how are you supposed to notice what the team is? Did it tell you?
Right.
Maybe
so
it
yeah,
did.
if you had a different color, then you were probably playing Team Grub that had the right color.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
that happened a lot.
Okay,
the different color
people
thing.
were saying it did happen. Yeah, you have to look at the titles. Geeb did plenty of times. There you go. Joe saw it. So that is absolutely insane to me. That is a huge, huge problem in the matchmaking that has to be fixed. I mean, I don't know.
How are you supposed to? How we lost badly? We lost by 4%. Like it was not even close. The other two teams were within a couple percentage points. We were like way behind. We got our asses handed to us. Was losing battle after battle after battle Saturday night, and Sunday when I streamed, I was losing battle after battle after battle. And finally, at the end of the Splatfest, I did win some. But we got our asses handed to us like the whole time. If you were there, you know. And if you're telling me I was playing Team Fun, or I'm sorry, the same teams, Team Gear, what the hell's my team?
Grub.
Team Grub. If I was playing Team Grub,
yeah, I think
for a lot of the times I was playing. That is ridiculous. How are we supposed to catch up ground?
So, I got a couple other things here too. How was it compared to? I want to know compared to the first one we played, as far as communication errors.
How bad was it? Quite good. Quite good.
Really? A lot better?
So. I think so.
Okay. Because I know we had a really tough time with that in the first one. We had a lot of trouble with that.
I suspected we weren't getting tricolor battles because of internet. And clearly I'm not right about that. Mindstormer would he was like telling me, no, man, it's because it's unbalanced. I'm like, nah, it's probably internet. Nintendo servers. That's always the easy way to go, right? But clearly I was wrong about that.
So not that many communication errors. That's actually good to hear. Because I heard that was kind of an issue, but this is something that's in the game that I think is kind of weird anyway, but I heard this brought up too, and I want to see how you feel about this. I feel like this needs to be changed, at least for the Splatfest. So I was talking earlier, and I asked you, I didn't know these were a thing. You can do like the 10x games or the 300x games or whatever it is. Like you get more points. Like these are matches that are worth a whole lot of points for your team.
300 times more. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. So a big problem that people were running into with those matches is right towards the end of the match, if the other team was losing, someone on that team would just disconnect and the match is void. and they wouldn't get the points.
How about we don't void the matches? That drives me
I
insane.
think for the Splatfest, especially when you're talking about stuff like that, if you leave the match on purpose, you should automatically forfeit the match, not just void it out. Like if there's an actual error, maybe.
There's no way to tell. There's no way to tell if it's a rage quit. There's no way to
Yeah,
tell if it's a forfeit. Not really, at least.
But I guess that was happening a lot too. People were getting super mad about that.
I lost 1,300. So the other team got it, and we did win one. I think it was times 10, which that's good. But here's an issue. Here's why you can't really. This is why you can't forfeit. I was playing Splatoon Saturday night with Always on Deck on his Twitch. And like I said, we were getting our asses handed. We lost every round that night. I went into Sunday with my record like 12-39.
Wait, you lost every round that night?
Every round. We played for an hour or two. I mean, so mad.
I do that. Technically, I do that every time I play Fortnite.
That's right. I was so mad. I'm playing here, and I slammed my fist down on the desk in frustration. I do that. That's how I cope. I'm a physical guy. I cope like that. I break things. I didn't break anything. Don't worry. But what happened is, I wish I could show you my setup here on the podcast, guys. Right over here to my right is my dock, sitting on top of my computer. And if you guys know anything about the Switch dock, it's very loose in there. So I hit my fist, and I'm plugged in wired. So when you get disconnected from the dock, if you notice, when you take your Switch out, the internet goes away for a few seconds.
Yeah.
That little disconnection made me lose the game. But here's the fun thing. Sometimes when that happens, did you know sometimes when that happens, the game doesn't get canceled? People go on with just 3 players. Your team goes
really?
on. Sometimes. So I don't know how does Splatoon determine what games they get to continue playing with 3 players and other games are dunskies. And by the way, I finished my story. I got a 10-minute ban for that. That was the only time.
Did you really?
That was the only time I got disconnected. And
I've been warned about it. They keep telling me like if your internet keeps doing this, you're gonna you're not gonna be able to play. I'm like, dude, I'm not. It's not me, man. I'm trying. I'm plugged into I'm plugged in. I am plugged in. Let's go.
No
I'm
warning.
trying.
It was a quick trigger that night.
Maybe it was because you've had a couple warnings and they were just like, nope, sorry, it's time.
I didn't see any warnings.
I mean, previously, maybe not just that night, like built up, because I've had a few. I don't know. I think that sucks though, that they can't police that. I think that's really that's pretty shitty. Especially when you're talking about, I don't know, like there's so many people involved, and I know some people take the stuff way too seriously, but like, just play the game, finish the game.
Yep.
Don't be a baby. Don't rage quit.
Yep.
Just because you're not going to get the points.
Take your loss. You're only going to get better if you lose.
I don't know. Just that kind of. I think there's probably a way they can fix that. They need to turn that off or change it for the Splatfest. Like, we're just going to do it this way. That sucks if you do get disconnected, but if you do, like we might ban you for it anyway for 10, 20 minutes until your internet fixes. So if it happens, your team loses. I mean, that's the only way it's going to stop. And I bet if they say that, most of it will probably stop happening, because you're going to see people not wanting to completely just forfeit all those points. You got to try to win.
Yeah.
And so if it is an actual internet connection, then it's an actual internet connection.
How about this? Like, let's stop warning. We'll just give you losses. We'll just give you losses. Like straight up. Just
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just be like, listen, in this Splatfest, for these matches, if you disconnect, you forfeit. If one player disconnects from your thing, you do lose these points. I think that's the way they got to do it.
But here's why they'll never do it, Drip. They'll never do that way, because Nintendo's servers typically aren't the stablest.
No, they're not.
So
they're not.
A lot of times, I've been disconnected so many times from. I mean, like in retrospect, it's really not that many because I play so many Splatoon matches. But it's probably like it's a small fraction, but in reality, it's a lot of matches I get disconnected from. And only one of them was my fault, that time where I hit my fist on the desk. The rest of them were Nintendo's fault or another player's fault.
I'm seeing in the chat here, if you play in ranked, in ranked, if you disconnect, you do get losses. So just do it like that. Just do it like that.
Don't want to lose. Don't want to get. I don't know.
It's whatever.
It's rough.
I'm looking forward to the next one though. I've been on a really big Fortnite kick.
I hate it.
I just want
Sure.
Gwen. I want Gwen, Spider Gwen, man. I need it. So Splatoon hasn't happened. Once I get one victory by myself on stream, I'm gonna go back to Splatoon.
I hope it happens soon because
Alexa's talking to me.
Okay. Upload your TikToks.
It's telling it's reminding my oldest daughter to brush her teeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they here? Are they there?
No,
Oh, okay.
not yet. But
Okay.
I keep it on just so it's,
Yeah. Oh no.
if not,
sure.
it's good. I'm gonna forget to put it back on. So
Yep. Mm-hmm.
it
That's why
just
you need
tells
it.
me every night and every morning. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna brush my teeth too. I guess that's
right. There you go.
good time to do it.
Is that it, sir?
That's it.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. We missed last week. We're sorry about that. We're back. We're here. Appreciate you guys in live chat. Don't go anywhere. We're just ending the recording. The stream goes on for the time being. So you guys, all your listeners, and those of you who are watching this live stream on YouTube after the fact, we'll see you guys next week.
Later. Okay.
Ouch! Wow! Wow! I don't know why I did that.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Let me press the button. End.
Press the button. You have to stop recording.
Stop recording.
Always on deck.
Yo, Zelda
Mega
Chill.
Boyd, Joe, Chug. What's up? How's everybody doing? How are you? You guys have any comments? Any questions? Anything? Start putting them in here now, because I don't want to look back through all this stuff.
Yes.
Put them back in. Type them in. Copy paste them. All the thing. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so Stadia. They added so many features in the last few months. Don't they added features in the past few months, knowing that this announcement was coming, that they're gonna Google, man.
Google has made so many mistakes with good services and bad services.
That's just
makes
no sense.
I got an iPhone in 2011. Was the first year I got an iPhone. It was the iPhone 4, not the 4S. 4. I had that phone for 2 years,
and then iPhone 3G.
My friends did. The thing is, I had to buy my own phone, so like I couldn't afford the iPhone when I could. I bought the cheaper non-smartphone phones. My parents always made me buy the phone, which is the way my kids are gonna do. Trust me. But so I could find. But after the iPhone 4, I started buying Google or Android phones. I tried to get the Google phones. I had Motorola for a while, which at the time was pretty much Google phones. They ran pretty much Google stock software, and so much so that Google bought Motorola eventually. You guys didn't know that. The OK Google stuff, never mind. All that all came from Motorola. That technology, they bought Motorola. They stripped that technology from the company and then sold it off to Lenovo.
That I think you've told me that before.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Joe, it says, do you guys now understand that's why they match against your own team? I don't know what you said. I don't know what you said to make us understand. I must have missed that. But no, it doesn't make sense. If you're playing your own team, that match cancels out. If you win or it doesn't matter. You're gonna get a win and a loss. It cancels out.
Yeah, you can't make up ground, essentially.
That's
or if you're in the lead, you can't take the lead.
That's what I'm saying. You're getting one win and you're getting one loss. Either way, I don't know. And if they're not counting the loss, I don't know. That is a terrible system. You should never be playing yourself. When it's it's
a battle, man.
Yeah, when it's like a 3-team against each other battle, why would you ever be playing against yourself? It doesn't make sense. Makes no sense. All right, hang on. There's a bunch of Gels is going nuts here.
Gels had a lot to say during the Google stuff.
Yes, I saw her name popping up a lot during the Google.
I know you're not. But Gels probably knows more than I do. That's probably very true.
They said some of.
By the way, I'm sorry,
okay, some of the stuff's going to go into existing Google services.
Yeah.
I wonder what. I wonder if they'll do some type of. Do they have it? They don't have a streaming platform, do they? Google. Like an Apple TV Plus or Paramount Plus or anything
it's coming.
Disney Plus?
I think it'll be coming. It'll
they
come.
may they just integrate games into that. I mean, considering they already have these servers and like stuff there.
Best believe Stadia's not going anywhere. Google doesn't kill things. It's fun to say the Gravyard. Google doesn't kill things. Google takes those resources and puts them elsewhere. So, because they
it'll be used something. It may not be gaming.
Well, I think they've already licensed the technology out to somebody. Like, if Microsoft's nuts if they don't jump on this opportunity to like license out Google's
Microsoft's
technology.
already got their own. They've already got their own stuff, and they're licensing it out to other people. Like Sony uses their online stuff.
But like Stadia's better.
Probably. I don't know. I used xCloud here one time. It really. I did it on my phone. I was playing one of the Batman Arkham games. Wasn't bad, man. I literally had to like shut everything else off. Like nothing else was on using the internet. But once that happened, I was like, yeah, this is totally playable. Like 100%. It looks pretty good.
We had a question way earlier. I'm trying to find it from who it was. Somebody asked. I'm gonna find it. Somebody asked earlier if you're still here and you hear it and I can't find your name. Why we're on YouTube, not Twitch? Because we were on Twitch and now we're on YouTube.
Oh, because we have this YouTube channel and we were doing wrong things with it. Now we're doing right things with it. Now we're here doing right things.
I don't know if we were doing wrong things doing right now. I mean, listen, we're probably gonna change this format. Listen, we're experimenting with this channel.
Yeah,
it's gone through a change. We've gained subscribers from it. We lost subscribers from it. We're adapting to the change, and right now we're a live stream channel. Maybe next year we'll go back to shorts again, or not shorts, the clips. Who knows, man? Who knows what time will tell?
I like this. I think this is.
I like this a lot. This channel might not ever change. We might be adding a channel in the future.
All I know is Megaboyd says. All I know is Nintendo/Splatoon needs to be easier to understand. Better menus. Every day, people in Discord have to ask questions about it. I agree. The menu system is a little.
It's pretty all over the place.
It's all that's what it is. It's all over the place, and it's really confusing when you first get in there because it's like, oh, all these shops are around town, and then it's like, well, where are they? How do I find?
Yeah, you're walking around.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. There's a menu. You can just go to it.
But it's a different. But that menu is different than the other menus, and there's 3 menus in the game.
Yeah, it's not.
You got the R menu. You got the X menu, and then there's another menu. And then there's the menu. Then there's a left button menu. I think when you're in the main area, when you're inside the lobby, you press the left button to then open the menu. It's like, are you serious? There are literally 3 ways to get to the menu.
Ocho says they're gonna be like, y'all can play games in Google Meet. Yeah, I like that.
Well, hey, hold on, Drip.
That'd be actually pretty cool, honestly.
What about the Teslas? Play some Stadia in Tesla.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
sure.
Because they're not gonna. You don't want to take your CPU power away from your car. Come on, you don't want to do that.
Read this one from Joe. It's too long.
Which one? Oh, this latest one. Team Gear has a lot more people, so if Gear has a bunch of people matchmaking and winning, it's super unfair against the other teams. But if someone of the match cancels, the team's outcome it's fairer. A little couple typos in there.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
I don't. Explain.
So he's saying during matchmaking. No, I don't know, man. That still doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense. Because
oh wait. So if there's a bunch more okay. Yeah, no, it does. Joe's right. But who knows?
Explain it to me then.
So if there's more players on one of the other teams, you have more chances to win because there's more of you. Is Joe's point.
Okay.
So if there's too many of you, you have to either it's too unfair or there's nowhere to put them. So they match each other.
Were there really that many people on Team
If
Grub?
Nintendo would tell us, that'd be great, but they're never gonna.
Why don't they just cap it? I mean, not like completely, but it's like, okay, listen, we're just getting a little too far with this one. We're gonna cap this one. You can pick one of these 2 right now, and then we'll bring these up.
Yeah, first come, first served your teams.
Yeah.
But then you can't
this
really.
One's not available right now.
You can't really do that. That'd be really hard because then you run into the issue is if you're getting close to the Splatfest, but now your team you've capped the other 2, but now this one's about to be uneven because there's so many people trying to join at the last second. You have to open the other 2 back up again, but then you get people mad because they chose the other team. But it's like, would you just because you have to reopen it? You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, you just gotta explain it to people and be like, this is the way it is. So if you're getting in, get in together. That's
Or a
do it. I
lottery.
mean-
We no longer get to pick.
yeah, just split people up. But I mean, I don't know. That half the fun is picking.
Right. Listen, maybe Splatoon sucks and they need to get rid of it. Game's canceled, the whole game. Stadia style.
It seems like there's a
I'm just
there's a lot
joking,
of
by the
stuff.
way. I'm just joking. I love Splatoon.
A lot of stuff they need to fix though. Splatfest is supposed to be a coming together event and just to have fun. You have the words. Okay, listen. What's up with the snails?
Conch
what's
shells?
The snails? Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna explain the conch shells to Drip because I can't really tell.
Yeah, if somebody could do that, that'd be great. Chug, are you serious? Did they really cancel Advance Wars?
No. Canceled like event. No. He said canceled like Advance Wars. I think he's just being salty.
Oh.
Chug.
Gotcha.
I mean, you have reason to be salty.
I thought
It's hard to understand.
I read that a little wrong. I was like, "Whoa, hold on a second."
That's a real
Hey,
the
really?
whole. You and I have
wild.
not really talked about Advance Wars. We're not really gonna do that because it's just it's straight politics and we know that.
It is. And
But at the end of the day,
their decision on that.
it sucks for us as spoiled people. Let's be honest, we're all spoiled here. No, everybody's entitled. That's a fact. Nobody's not entitled. We're all equally entitled here. There's no. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna backtrack. Back and tracking. I didn't say nothing.
Okay. I'm trying to read this and understand. Snails are the only way to re-roll gear and increase star power. This is all gibberish to me. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Because you don't play enough Splatoon, man. I kind of understand.
I'm a Splatoon streamer, okay?
Yeah.
Just played Fortnite
have you noticed when each piece of gear you have has ability slots?
Yeah.
And you can unlock those slots, but you don't get any actual abilities. You unlock slots. And eventually, after you unlock slots, you can then unlock abilities to fill those slots. And it's like a roll. It starts rolling, and then you get an ability. I think these shells allow you to remove, start a new roll in that slot.
Okay.
That's how that right, Joe?
Once I get back on the Splatoon,
You'll never,
I'll be
until you give up your stubbornness. You're never going to.
I'm going to win.
It is hard.
That's not what I'm streaming. I do want to remind everybody, I am going back.
Yes.
After we're done here, probably here in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I will be back on Twitch, on my Twitch, playing Tunic.
That's right. Joe, Mega Boy, somebody.
We're gonna beat that boss, man.
You play Tunic? I thought you were playing Fortnite.
No, I'm playing Tunic tonight.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's why
I played Fortnite earlier.
You had said you asked last night in your chat. You'd asked if it was a good game to keep playing. Absolutely, it is.
Yeah. I was told several times. I think Mega Boy said yes for sure. It was fun, and I like the challenge. Honestly, it's hard for me to take time and get into those games, but if I can do it on stream and I have people there, like with me, like we're doing it as a team.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the whole Metroid Dread thing. Like that was me. I'm sure it was hilarious watching me try to learn what to do. Ooh, Rolos. Look out. Rolos.
Get my rolls.
I'm sure it was hilarious watching me, slowly figure out, oh, this is the move. Okay, don't do that. Okay, this is the move. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's how Metroid Dread was. And that was fun. I feel like I'm going to probably do the same thing with this game. I don't know if I'll finish it all. I'd like to try to finish it all. I don't know how long the game is, though. It's just, it is what it is, but it's fun.
Chug, it's not the crunch just pushing your belly out. So Chug, you don't actually know what happened, Chug. This is my 4th Rolo of the night, and that's the last one I told. That's what I told Drip. I told that's what's happening. Chug, Chug, you don't know what happened, man. In my stream today, just a few hours ago, at the end of the stream, Coco Baby's like, "Go to your door. You got a delivery." And I'm like, "You're playing with him, joking." And he's like, "No, man. They're dropping it off right now." Coco Baby knows. What's up?
Joe, you do now. Just letting you know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Coco Baby, friend of the channel, sent me Rolos and Pedialyte. The Pedialyte because I did the exercising stuff. and he's
so
like, you stay hydrated, and he's like, because you never tried rolls before. Here you go.
Well, yeah, everybody's talking about Rolos in the chat. I swear, man, I almost sent Abby a text. I was gonna be like, listen, I'll PayPal you. Get this man Rolos. Just take him down to the desk, set him on the desk, and walk away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been hilarious because you'd have been like, how? Why?
I was I'm not Coke Bay. I don't know if he's here or not. I was blown away. Like it was the best joke.
He said the Uber driver, the DoorDash guy's 3 minutes from your house. I was like, no way. No way.
I was trying to get him to say, dude, I'm being serious. He didn't really say it. It was the best joke I've ever been played on me. Like, it's a good. It wasn't. I mean, he had good intentions. It was not a negative joke. It was a good joke, a positive joke, but the best joke that's ever been played on me. It was so good.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
And these are absolutely delicious, by the way. I love
dude,
Milky.
They are. Like,
I
that
love
used to
Milky
be my
Ways.
candy, man. Because you know they come in like a
well, I know now because I got somebody sent me a picture.
Yeah, man, if I was getting candy for a long time when I was younger, like that was it. It was Rolos, dude, all the time.
And Mega Boy can confirm that I never had them because my brother was in the chat and was also like, I don't know what those are. So the both of us, our family, we just eat Rolos, man. If I was getting candy, if I was gonna a minute on the lips and a lifetime on the hips, I was gonna eat something that I really a Butterfinger. I love Butterfinger. Love Butterfinger. I love Reese's. I love Skittles. I love all the. Skittles, I'm not a big chocolate guy. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to dairy technically.
Dude.
So a lot of milk chocolate.
Kit Kat's where it's at.
Oh, love Kit Kat. But I did not eat a lot of milk chocolate as a kid.
Candy,
I didn't like dark chocolate, and I didn't eat a lot of milk chocolate because I was lactose intolerant. So I would always get like the Skittles and the Nerds and all that stuff, and I love
tarts.
Sweet tarts, yeah. Any of that stuff.
Sprees, chewy sprees.
What's a spree? You talking about like
sprees?
Rope?
Candy? No, they're kind of like sweet tarts, but you haven't had a spree. Where the fuck have you been?
Eating Skittles.
Why
bro.
do you not know this candy, man? You're out here eating Skittles.
Listen,
man.
I'm fat because I eat pasta, not because I eat candy. All right,
dude. Listen, you got to get some sprees, chewy spree. Okay, so it's kind of like, imagine like a sweet tart, but instead of just being like sour and like tart, it's got an outer shell.
Yeah.
That is, it's
Candied?
more sweet than sour.
Okay.
It's kind of, it's two tastes. Once you get through the top layer of the sweet, then you kind of get into the sour.
Yeah. True. Good.
There's chewy versions of them, which are, yeah, they're good. They're really good. Kit Kats are the best.
I'm truly not a picky person with eating, but with candy, I am. I've always been that way. So like when I eat candy, I go to the candies that I know I like and don't get the ones I've never had before. So that's the reason I never had Rolos, never had Sprees. It's because I just go for the candies I want to eat, and that's the ones I eat. Like food, food's different. I'll try anything food-wise as long as it's not fish. I'm not a big seafood guy, but I will eat some fish to be clear. But I will not experiment with seafood. I will just get the stuff I know I like already. Other than that, every other kind of food, I'll just go after it. American food. I'm putting caveats on it. I'm not picky. If you go to any place in the United States,
sure.
If you try to feed me a cow tongue, I'm not gonna eat it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I ate some. When I went to China, man, I ate some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Like duck intestines.
Oh no. Intestines of anything. Why would you eat? That's where poop goes. That's where poop's made. Dude, you make the poop there.
Dude, it was like these long. I mean, it was clean, but I mean, it was like these super long things.
It's like washing your hands after you poop and then immediately diving into something with your food. Like
you grab one out. You grab one out, and there's different like boils of different flavored waters, and then you dip it.
This is the corn shit. This is the grass shit flavor.
No, it's like there's a spicy one. There's like a I don't know. There's like different flavors, but you drop it in, and they would tell me like leave that one for 30 seconds. It'll be good, be cooked. So you put it in. It's like that big, and when you take it out, it's like It's like that big. It's just really small and like wavy, like pasta sorta.
Yeah.
But then you eat. It's good, man. It was good. I mean, there was all kinds of crazy stuff. It's all good though.
No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I will not. I will experiment with fish before I experiment with parts of the animal that I think is ridiculous to eat. because we live in a society here where that is not necessary. There are cheap enough foods. Like that's a thing. It's number one, so they don't want to waste stuff, and number two, because it gets more affordable because no one wants to eat it. Right? Those are the two reasons why you eat stuff like that.
Jill said she ate cow tongue last year.
Never. I would
And it wasn't
never.
that bad.
Here's why. Just thinking about eating a cow's tongue is making my tongue scream at me. Like I'm scared. Like in my mouth, I'm like scared right now. You know, like the whole trick where you put another hand next to your hand, and then you hit that hand with a hammer, and it makes your real hand hurt. That's the feeling I get with like trying to eat like a cow's tongue. Like I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't eat balls, testicles. No way. No way. Rocky Mountain oysters. Never.
I don't know if I could do that.
If you can eat an intestine, you can eat a testicle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sure they're very different in many ways. But the mind fuck of eating an intestine or a mind fuck of a testicle, what's the difference? I don't see a difference.
I don't know. I guess, yeah, I don't know.
Equal mind fucks. Cow tongue's great on top.
Matt
The taco man. He's the taco man. The man
He is the taco
He invited
man.
me to a taco party that we did not attend because we're terrible friends.
Well, you know, we thought about it.
We
We almost came.
Matt Moran, what's up? Mr. Face
We
Man.
almost went.
We almost did.
Hey, me too. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Well, there's 5 seconds for me.
No, Gels, absolutely not. Absolutely
What?
not. It's someone
It's just
get,
beef. I mean, technically, beef.
someone get Jeeps and cow tongue on stream. Literally, I won't do it. You
Yes.
can't make me.
Someone
won't do it.
DoorDash him cow tongue next time he streams.
If
That's
Mrs.
awesome.
Jeep tries to, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Involves harassment. I'm not gonna do
Okay,
that.
yeah, don't do that.
I won't harass Mrs. Jeep unless she tries to feed me cow tongue.
There we go. I was wondering why my music wasn't loud. Fixed it.
I got some Zelda lo-fi tunes.
I'm just listening to stuff I've had on my stream. I don't know what it is. It's stream beats, synthwave. Some of it sounds real 80s, but
Yeah, you've been playing
like
that
it.
stuff recently.
yeah, I like it.
I like it too. Yeah, I dig it.
Which I need to go do. So let's wrap up the after show.
You gonna wrap for the after show? You gonna do that? Are we having fun,
Yes.
guys? You want to tell Drip the fuck off?
I mean, I'll just leave. It's fine.
Drip's Twitch, guys, go follow his Twitch right there. Links in the description. It's also in the chat right there from Megaboyd. Make sure to follow all the things, please. Thank you. It'd be great.
Yeah.
All the things helps us out. We're just trying to make it out here. Trying to do.
Yeah, it does. It helps. It helps.
Does. I got a new patron today. That was fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, I love that. Do sound alerts. Okay, we're wrapping it up, I guess. I don't want to leave. I'm having a good time, but it's fine.
We can hang out. I mean, it's
No,
fine.
no,
We
no,
can
no,
hang
no.
out for
No,
a
no,
minute.
no,
I'm gonna
no.
start doing my stuff.
Wait, well, how about that? You get ready right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Trying to make
Yeah.
a title and all that.
It's better anyway to get it ready now and go right into it rather than waiting.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to wait a minute. I have to
Well,
get up
yeah.
and
You know what I mean, though? Like,
take the dog out, whatnot.
you know what I mean? Like, take 20 minutes instead of, I'd rather do it in 5 than 20 or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Chat, we're hanging out for a couple more minutes. While Drip sets up his stream, make sure to go follow him on Twitch. I'm sure most of you are, not all of you. Thank you guys for 18 likes. Really do appreciate that. If we could get to 20, it'd be great, but not required. You guys are awesome.
With your donation of 20 likes, we can save 4 giraffes. And not only that, we will send you a postcard of the giraffe that you've saved, a photo of the giraffe
A
that you've
signed
saved.
autograph photo from the giraffe.
The giraffe signs this shit. It's wild. You will not get a video of it, but it does happen.
They just,
Trust me, it is amazing.
They just pour some ink on its hoof and it kicks the card. You can't read anything on it because now it's full ink because giraffe hooves are huge. Did we tell the story
man.
why I was late? Do you want to tell the show we were watching?
Yeah. You can tell that because it's funny.
Yeah. So the giraffe, I don't know the details. I'm gonna give you guys vague details because remembering is hard. There was 8 giraffes and they tried to put them into their closer to their natural habitat. They were kind of I compared them to house cats, or I'm sorry, stray cats that you feed. So the guy was trying to keep them alive because they're literally there's not enough food where they were to survive. So they were importing food and feeding them by hand, basically, to keep them alive. They would have died, and that's all the giraffes that were left in the area. So they're trying to keep them alive for obvious reasons. Well, they put them on this place, and all of a sudden there was a massive flood. and the land started to creep up, and then suddenly the land split into two. So now there was one giraffe stuck on its own on this tiny little island with its calf it just had born, and then the other 7 giraffes were over on the other island.
You watched this where?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus?
Yeah. Don't remember what it's called. Don't ask. Miss G put it on. So it was on. The giraffe was by itself on that island for a year because the baby got eaten by a fucking python. A baby giraffe was eaten by a python because the water they're not used to that kind of predator where they're not naturally, because they're near water now. The python came up and ate the fucking baby. So it's by itself.
Sarah McLachlan song. Yes.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
Long story short, the communities that were around these giraffes decided to team up and try to save this giraffe and bring it with its other giraffe friends by building. It's in Africa, so not a lot of money there. It's not like you can't just bring a barge, right? So they built a raft out of like metal and like pieces of rubber and like crazy stuff, and a big wood platform, plywood. They drugged the thing because it was putting up a fight, so they drugged it temporarily so they could get it tied up.
Yeah,
and then
temporarily.
And then
like
pulled.
Drug it for life.
Yeah, and they pulled, and then once it woke up from its drug state, they pulled it with ropes from all sides to tell it where to go. They blinded its eyes so it couldn't see. It did not want to go with the people. Go figure. So they drug it, very not harmfully, a good way. They pulled it, got on the raft, brought it with the other giraffe friends, and eventually all those other giraffes got relocated as well because those giraffes were in danger because the water level's still rising. Just their island was bigger than the other giraffes. Crazy. Fucking crazy. I was late for that.
I mean, it worked out. It was fine. Good podcast.
They're so cute.
Good time.
You good?
Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm gonna. I have to stop this so I can actually pull up the streaming software so it doesn't mess up my feed here. But yeah, I'm basically gonna be live in like 2 minutes on camera and probably 8 to 10.
Yeah, 15 minutes will be on starting soon.
I gotta pull this up and go, man. I could go. I gotta get the Switch. Chauncey's got to go out. I need to get water. I have water. I just need to drink it in a better way. Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for another awesome podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure to download the podcast. It helps us out. And we'll see you guys in a few seconds on Drip Stream. Yay. Later.